Hold on.
What up,
What up, dude?
boys? Going on, gentlemen?
Well, we were just bragging about you for you're one of the few guys out there that that's big into the college baseball gambling. One of the few superstars out there that follow the game. So happy to have you here.
It's so fun, dude. Well, what it really is betting on the MLB is impossible. It's not possible, and college baseball kind of is, and it's more fun to watch anyway. So, it's kind of a win-win in my opinion.
1000%. And you have like a college baseball background too, don't you? A little bit?
No, so I played football in college for 2 years, but like my entire family has played college ball. Georgia State, Georgia, West Georgia. Yeah, dude, I've just loved it. College baseball is the best. It's like one of my favorite sports of all time to watch. Like, it's the best, dude. And I wish more people were into it. I will say it does seem like here lately, like the last couple of years, mainly thanks to y'all. A lot more people are kind of getting into it, and they need to, dude, because it's the shit. Like, dude, it's just, MLB. And I'm not saying anything bad about the MLB, okay? I like the MLB. MLB's fine. But what I'm saying is these dudes, unless it's like a Tuesday night midweek against somebody that they don't give a damn, they're giving it all every damn game. And that's what it's all about, dude. I mean, just every weekend series, dude, conference play, getting after it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, fire me up. Well, Biggie, I gotta tell you, I'm a huge fan, dude. I told Ben, I was like, man, I gotta chill on the fangirling tonight, but fired up to have you hanging out with us. You're a Georgia guy though? Is that your team? Like, do you have a college baseball team?
Bleed red and black, dude. Oh. Now, I will say it is kind of hard, especially when I first started doing Cook the Bug, because it was like mainly sports betting. It was hard to hide the fandom, but I kind of, I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but, under my breath, when I was by myself, it was go dogs or bust, so that was kind of difficult to navigate that. But now, we still do the gambling, obviously, but a lot more skits. But yeah, dude, I love the dogs. Love the dogs.
Dude, isn't it amazing? Like how, I don't want to say how quickly, because like I know you put a ton of time and effort and everything into your videos, but like how quickly it dominoed for you. I was somebody that got put onto you by an old Mercer teammate, Sean McDermott, who I think Big Sean, who I think you're good buddies with. And this was probably right around COVID when the video started coming out. But in like less than 4 years, I mean, you've gone from a couple thousand followers to almost 1 million on TikTok, 500,000 on Instagram. And it's like, you're the perfect example of, if you put in the work at whatever you're passionate about, you can gather a pretty large audience really quickly. So walk us through the journey. Like, what was your vision when you started Cook the Books, and like where you're at now?
So I knew when I first started it, like, that's what I wanted to do. Like, I've always just loved to make people laugh, like entertain people. Like, that's what I always wanted to do. And so I started with my buddy Case, and we started specifically in sports betting because we were just like hanging out on the couch, a couple of just absolute degenerates. I'm probably losing money, and like, dude, like this could be kind of funny. So we started kind of doing those videos. We got a little bit of a following, and then dude, just kind of we were like doing only sports betting, but I really didn't want to be, like one dimensional, and I like to entertain people too. So like I figured, if I can do these skits and those kind of things, just anything to make people laugh, honestly. And so, yeah, dude, just kind of started doing that, and over time just kept at it. The main thing, honestly, look, dude, I know in a lot of the videos I look like an idiot, but you got to be okay with that if you want to, if you want to get following. I mean, there's obviously going to be people out there, Biggy, look at that stupid son of a bitch. Hey, he's out there making them video. Don't give a damn, dude. You can't give a shit, And so I just quit giving a damn. And yeah, dude, especially this last year, it's grown awesome for us. And yeah, dude. And like, after you see the numbers grow, dude, like I'm the type of person, like I always said, if I ever get a little momentum, I'm gonna full send the shit. And so, yeah, dude, here we are. Just grinding away, dude, having a blast doing it. And like, I love doing it. So like every day I wake up, I'm like, dude, hell yeah, dude. Like, I love it. It's awesome.
So remind me at the very end before we let you go. Like we still got some time here, but I have a couple new skit ideas that I want to throw. I'm going to pitch you. I'm going to pitch you on a couple skit ideas.
Yeah, talk to me.
But before that, the chat needs the chat's been blowing it up. They're all huge fans of you. They want to know your play so they can fade you tonight. What are you on? Anything?
All right, a bunch of damn assholes. We got a bunch of assholes in the chat. What
That's really why we brought you.
Yeah,
on.
they are
some money.
Honestly, dude, I hadn't even looked at the board today. Hadn't even looked at the board because, dude, I hate betting the MLB. I'll just come out and say it. And I hate the NBA even worse than I hate the MLB. So what do you want?
Way worse.
The worst.
Oh.
And I don't know what it is, dude. Does it not seem like professional sports have gotten like, maybe not MLB as bad as the NBA, but like they just don't care. Like they don't care. So like, why would I wager any amount of money on anything? No, but here's what I am going to tell you. I'm going to tell you a future bet that I'm probably going to be dropping a hefty wager on. Probably a 10-unit wager. Auburn wins over in football. I think they're at 8.5. Their schedule is dog ass. Terrible. That's Arnold. He's fling that pill. They're going to absolutely dominate. And I'm probably, to be honest with you, as a dog myself, I love the dogs. Always have, always will. But I think our quarterback situation's a little flawed. I will be taking our win total under 9.5 for a hefty amount of units.
That was a fan fade. I could feel that. That was a fan fade.
Brutal. And I hate to do it. I hate to say that, but hey.
It's almost a win-win for you, though. If they go out and win 10 games, you're pumped.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's an emotional fade. I do it all the time. Terrible way to gamble, but I do it.
Yeah. Well, I think Jack here can probably talk you into a future that he's going to be hypothetically invested on. And it was a future that you and I talked about last year in the DMs, but Texas A&M. Remember the Texas A&M DMs that you and I were having? We were on them so early last year, and then one game away.
Plus 2,500. 25 before anybody else.
No.
And dude, like you could say, you know, Braid Montgomery going down hurt it, but then who came in for him? Was it Kent?
Yeah, Caden Kent started playing a lot more.
And like, dude, he went off. So like honestly, it was just, I mean, dude, and they made the natty, they blew that I mean, they had Tennessee beat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Beat?
Yeah, they're 2-1 in game 2 after winning game 1 in the 8th, man. It was over.
Like, dude, that hurt so bad. That hurt so bad. And dude, even a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I had Arkansas when they went to Stillwater Regional. They were like 30-1 or 25-1. And I was like, dude, it's Arkansas. Like, they went in there, dominated. That was the game that they beat Oklahoma State. It was like a crazy score. It was 13-11 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love finding out. Dude, I will tell you, and I don't know if it's because of who they've been playing, but dude, A&M's kind of turned it around a little bit here lately.
Oh, yeah. That's why I brought it up. I think they're 50-1 right now. Preseason number 1 team in the country. Let's run it back.
Had it last week, brother.
He just already took it.
I was taking it. Who do y'all like? Like, I just don't know how to feel about it this year. I like the dogs this year, dude. They just portal like insane. Like, dude, almost the entire lineup is portal dudes. They're hitting bombs. Who do y'all like this year? Like, who's y'all's long shot? If you had to place one, like right now, if you had to place a long shot, who would you place it on?
Probably be.
We were looking at it. Bet Rivers had like a bunch of crazy futures, Ben. But I'll tell you this, like, I'm worried. And I'm not worried because Georgia would be a fun pick, and they're at great odds right now. And they did plug in place like their entire offense of like the Golden Spikes winner. They just literally replaced him with the same looking dude in Zabrowski. But their pitching is better. They're figuring it out at the starting rotation. But I think their bullpen is better. The problem is I see this Omaha run a lot like college basketball. I think it's going to be chalkity chalk, dude. Like that upper tier of teams is so stupid that that like a long shot from a betting odds standpoint. Ben and I talked about it. We like Texas a lot. They're now the number one team in the country, so that's
Yep.
not going to be as juicy. But the one that we really like is Clemson, who's
Dude,
also up there. But they've dug heels into this social media shit. They brought out the bananas. They're playing the social media game, and they got some weird juju rolling around in the upstate of South Carolina.
What are they ranked? Are they top 10 right now?
Yeah, I think they're 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere in there.
But I think they have the eighth best odds to win it, though.
Was it last year or 2 years ago when Tennessee went to their regional?
That was two years ago.
Dude, hell, and then they had it. Who was that insane game against last year when Caminera?
It was Florida. Jack was in the dugout for that game.
That was insane. Oh, that was sick. I love college baseball, dude. You get moments like that all the time.
It happens just like that where you fall in love. Like that was no bullshit. The best 5 minutes on a baseball field in the history of the sport. That guy goes 3-run yah to tie it, and then freaking Willie Mays up into the fucking wall. It was the most incredible shit ever.
Oh, it's the best, dude. It's the best. I really haven't been paying as much attention this year as I did last year, but I'm definitely gonna start locking in, especially before the playoffs, the regionals, the supers, all that stuff. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think I'm probably going to throw a long shot on A&M, but I
have a long shot for you with a storyline behind it, which every college baseball champion has a storyline behind it. You're a Georgia boy. Can I interest you in the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets at 22-1?
Dude, I mean, I don't hate, dude.
This is the last year of their head coach. Like the head coach has been there for 30 years, and this is his last season.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah. 22-1. They're in first place in the ACC right now. They're playing great.
And he pulled the plug like 2 weeks ago. Like he didn't go into the season like, hey, I'm going to retire at the end of the year. I think he goes, I got a pretty magical team. Let's pour a little like fuel on the fire a little bit and get the boys juiced.
Well, dude, and especially like, dude, if you're a coach and like it's your last year, like, dude, you got nothing to lose. You're just playing like free,
Yeah.
That and the players too, like, man, we got to send them off right. Dude, I don't hate it. Now,
and, dude, they have the best player in the country. Drew Burris is, in my opinion, the best player in the country.
He was disgusting as a true freshman. He ridiculous, dude. He's crazy. Dude, I mean, I don't hate it. Now, I do hate Georgia Tech. I'm not saying that. But, money's money, and if there's value on a long shot, I'm going to place me a wager. So I appreciate it.
I love it.
So how about this? I mean, even at the odds right now, so like Georgia, your top 5 team in the country, they're 10-1. Clemson and Texas, though, at 18-1 and 16-1. Like, that's still great money, but they're obsessed with Tennessee, Arkansas, LSU, where like those are just brutal odds. I'd also like to throw in at you. How about if you want a long shot, UC Irvine at 35-1. There's your mid-major darling. And Ben's got a theory. Every 8 years, a mid-major wins the national championship. We forgot to excuse 2020 with the COVID year. So 8 years ago, it was Coastal Carolina. So, like, we're just all about the theory at this point.
Oh, don't bring up 2008, Jack. Because 8 years before that, your Georgia Bulldogs lost to Fresno State in the finals.
That's why I hit pause. That's why I paused at 16.
That's unbelievable. Dude, I don't hate it. I tried on the mid-majors last year. I tried, dude. Like, there was a couple. There was like 80-1, like 50-1. Maybe it was like Dallas Baptist and like who was another one? Maybe like Indiana State or something. Just dumb bets. Dumb bets. They all got smoked. But I don't hate the theory, the 8-year theory, dude. I don't hate it.
If you take Indiana State to win it all, I'll send you this jersey.
Hey,
we'll send it to you in the mail. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, I love. I just, I don't know. I feel like the last couple of years, dude, I've placed it on long shots, but it seems like, especially with LSU and Tennessee, like they were pretty much the favorites, like
all year, the whole season.
I mean, dude, if you
Yeah,
got the arm,
it's been chalk the last few years.
and dude, I wonder if some of it has to do with the portal, because like,
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of it does, but like, dude, these teams, like these lower level teams, like if a dude has a sick year, guess what? You're
Oh,
gonna go make a couple hundred G's, and like, so which I mean that's happening across all sports. Basketball,
mhm.
especially how we saw this past year. Like, dude, I think out of the Elite Eight teams, there was only one that their full starting five like started there. Like, dude,
Okay.
Florida, I don't even think Florida had a single player. So like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Different world. It is what it is. Good for them making money. I get that. I understand it. I don't have to like it. You know, I like a Cinderella story, but it is what it is.
Here's
All
this.
right. So
We'll segue into it, Ben. How about my first skit idea is going to be? I make you the commissioner of college athletics. How are you going to change it? I give you the keys to the castle.
How am I? Well, I mean, I think I just said a little bit about it. I want Cinderella stories. That's what people. That's why people fall in love with sports.
Hell
You
yeah.
know,
right.
that's why people fall in love with sports. That's just the way it goes. I will first and foremost, there will be beer sales for the full 9 innings. They won't cut off at 7. It'll be full 9. What else? Better music at there's. I've been to a lot of stadiums. I've been to a lot of football stadiums. Been to a lot of playing a lot of old music. Okay, let's get with the times. Throw on some Young Dolph. Throw on Little Baby. Let's get the people going. Also, for on a more serious note, when it comes to NIL, let's just do it like the damn NFL. Contracts in place. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the free agency shit. Like in damn football this past year, 3,000 kids entered the portal. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's figure that shit out because I'm sick of it. And mainly why I'm sick of it is because some of the players on my team, they just leave, and I don't like that. So those will be the three main things that I'll tackle day one. Executive orders, if you will.
Right.
Outside of that, I'd have to think on it, but there's a lot of changes that can be made for sure.
I love it. I'd vote for you today. All right. So my skit idea. I got a skit idea for you. Feel free to judge it. Just let me know. I need honest feedback. But how have you ever watched the Little League World Series? I'm sure you
Yeah.
have, right? Okay. All right. That's where we're starting. I'm setting the scene. You
Okay.
know how they mic up coaches and
Yeah.
like they'll go to mound visit and like the coach is mic'd up? I
Yeah.
want to see a skit where a coach doesn't know he's mic'd up and just like absolutely blows up his team. And like ESPN cuts to him and like, oh, we're going to go to Coach Smith down in the dugout. And he's just like dropping F bombs, like just teaching his kids how we were taught with our coaches. So a Little League World Series skit where the coach has no idea he's mic'd up.
Dude, honestly, I love that. Because here's the thing about the Little League World Series. It's like the conversations and the I'm trying to think of like what word to look for. It's like too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it's like, a kid hits a home run and we're, hey, nice job, round in third. That ain't baseball. No, son, you're getting one at the noggin. So I love your idea. I absolutely love that idea because that's great. Because it could be like from that, just stupid motherfucker. So like, all right, hey, I'm proud of you. I love that. That's so,
All right, cool.
that's
Do
so.
you have a favorite skit you've ever done?
Let me think. There've been some that it's just weird, dude, because like there's some I love that just don't do anything. Like
Yeah.
I'll be crying laughing at certain ones, and like I'll post it and it won't do as good. I think the I did one like Taylor Swift talking to Travis Kelce after the Super Bowl. I like that one.
Remember that one?
I don't know. I really like the baseball dad one just because like that was my father.
Right.
like,
Yeah. Those are the best ones.
Those are ingrained in me. That's why it's like so real. Because guess what, buddy? Lived it. You know.
The ones where you do like the stepmom, or no, sorry, the mom, and then like the boyfriend of the mom comes to the games. Those I
Hey,
pee myself laughing.
guess what? Parents were divorced. Lived that one too. So.
Yeah.
But that's 50% of families in 2025, and it's probably going up. You know, a lot of people relate to those. But
Yeah.
no, dude, I just love doing it. Honestly, I have a lot of favorite ones. Like actually, no, you know what? I think my favorite one is when Scotty Scheffler got arrested. I did one on that, and that was probably my favorite one. But
That is a classic from last year.
yeah,
So
but
funny.
I'll say, man, do they make me giggle? Like straight up giggle.
I appreciate it.
And seriously, have you ever thought about like getting on a stage and doing like stand up or
Oh,
like
yeah.
I feel like you could do your own like TV show like of a parody. I know White Lotus is doing the parody of it, but you could do your own parody monologue of like Southern Charm and shit like that. Cause being from Charleston, like you could rip into those folks. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, there may or may not be something in the works, you know.
My
There
bad.
may
Didn't mean to go there.
that at the moment I can't speak of, but here soon you'll know, you know.
Okay.
So
I love
working
it.
something.
Love that.
That's
I just
awesome.
hell yeah.
Love to hear that. Well, Biggie, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy Thursday. We're going to send you an email with a home field apparel gift card. You can pick yourself out something nice on the store. That'll be great for college football games. And yeah, we appreciate you, and everybody in the chat loves you. So best of luck moving forward. And if you ever need anything, just let us know.
Dude, absolutely. Appreciate y'all having me on. Anytime that y'all do this, if I ain't got a damn thing going on, like tonight, I'm about to fire up Call of Duty after this. So
Hell yeah.
give me a shout. If I'm free, I'll hop on. We'll talk ball.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool. We'll see you in Omaha, right? You're going?
Dude, I will be there this year. I'm tired of
you gotta go.
I'm tired of going. I was gonna go last year, but after game 3, Georgia NC State, I was devastated, and it kind of threw me off. So, you know, I had to recover for a couple of days after that, but I'll be there this year regardless. So.
Fire me up. Well, the dogs are gonna be there with you, and we'll have I took an RV out there last year and slept in it. I'm probably gonna do the same this year. We'll have a couple cold beers at the RV waiting for you.
Dude, I'm all in. Let's make it happen.
Boom.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of the night. We'll send you an email, okay?
All right. Appreciate you, boys.